So let's begin with the obvious question today. Raise your hand if you've ever heard of a small company called Facebook. Heard that? Or Instagram. They own the universe. And they hired a young design expert woman named Julie Zhu. And she was very good at what she did. And then they said, "You're so good, we want you to be in charge of a team." And so she became a manager. And the problem is she was an expert in design, but not in managing. And so she started reading books on how to be a good manager. And then she started talking to managers. And then she kept getting better at it. So she started with a team that could meet around one conference table. And then it got bigger, and then it got bigger. And they quit being close enough to know each other well. So she had to have, my phrase, sub-managers. And now she is vice president of design, what's the phrase here? Design something. Product design at Facebook. And so she is now kind of a whopping big manager. And she said, "I need to write a book that will help somebody who is new to management." And what she said was that the average book on managing is written by somebody who has not been a first-time manager for decades. And so they don't remember what it was like. And so I don't often use this kind of language, but if I were in a company and I was in charge of hiring managers, I would give them a copy of this book. And I would say, "Read this book." And then, if I were really smart, I would buy Randy Mayu's synopsis audio recording and give them the recording and the handout. We're going to do a little jumping around as we usually do. The name of the book is The Making of a Manager, What to Do When Everyone Looks to You. Turn all the way in the book to page, in the handout to page 7. On the left, I kind of summarize the real guts of this book. Once you get past one person doing one job, once you get to the team and group stage, people need managers. This book is the ultimate how to manage others book. There, we're going to jump all the way back to page 2. So turn in your handout to page 2. Bottom left, what is the point? The manager has to help her team be productive and successful. Outcomes. This book is a how-to, step-by-step, do this and do that template for the one who manages others. Why is this book worth our time at the top of the page? This book is not a textbook. It provides a practitioner's game plan. It is a useful book. Number 2, this book is a learn as you go, learn from study, learn from experience, chronicle of managing in a real-world environment. And number 3, this book provides the independent worker with insight on how to manage oneself. In other words, people like me have to read this book and translate, how do I do that for myself? Because I don't have a manager. With a little imaginative reading, it is a very valuable book for anyone working in any arena. Turn to page 10. 6 lessons and takeaways. Once you're a manager of a team, from that moment on, it's about the team's success. It's not your skill, it's about the outcomes of the team. Number 2. And number 6, you need a coach, and everybody needs some coaches, and you need to coach others. In other words, people need help to do good work and get better at their work. Find and hold on to good coaches and their coaching. The Making of a Manager by Julie Zhu. Hope you found this useful. Thank you.